under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, we're all here. Here. Public comment, any public comment? Okay. Number 5, election of officers. So, chairman, is there any motion for chairman?
I'd like to nominate Suzanne for the chair. I was impressed with the last couple of meetings we had, and like to see if she's interested.
Are you interested?
I just,
No, I appreciate
the last
it.
meeting we had, I thought
Yeah.
you were right on point, so that's
No,
fine.
I appreciate it,
No problem.
time-wise, I'm sorry,
I'll make the motion for Michelle Dupree.
Are there any other nominations? Motion to close the nominations? Close? Ask for a second.
Second.
Question, comments on the motion? How do you vote? All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
No.
Alright, is there a motion, so, I guess now the motion be to appoint the motion,
He made a motion, it hasn't been seconded.
okay, sorry about that.
That's all right.
Alright,
Carl made the motion. I don't think it's been seconded.
I'll second.
Okay. So Carl made the motion, Suzanne seconded. Roll call.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
you can vote for yourself.
Can you vote for myself?
You can.
Yeah.
Aye.
Anyone opposed?
Yes.
Opposed?
Okay,
Two others, two opposed.
so there's 2 opposed? Okay. Vice chair. How about I nominate Suzanne? You got the time for vice chair in case?
I'll second that.
Alright.
Any other
Any
nominations?
other nominations for vice chair? Do we have to do that?
Motion to close.
Motion to close, I'll make a motion to close.
Second.
Carl second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any, well, that was to close the nominations. Okay, so, I made a motion to nominate Suzanne for vice chair, Larry second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Appointments. Township solicitor. I make a motion for Dennis Macon Associates.
I'll make that motion.
Will you be seconding it?
Sorry.
That's okay. Michelle made the motion, Larry second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
None opposed. Solicitor to the zoning hearing board. Any motions for solicitor to the zoning hearing board?
I'll nominate Andrew Kuzma.
Okay, I will second that.
I'll second it, Michelle.
Okay, Larry seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Township engineers. Any motion for engineers?
Move that Bankson be selected for township engineer.
I'll second.
John Snyder made the motion for Bankston Engineering. Suzanne second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, assistant treasurer. I'll make a motion for Mary Ann Kims.
I'll second that.
Carl second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Manager treasurer position. I'll make a motion for Janice Carroll.
I'll second.
I made the motion, Suzanne second. All in favor?
Aye.
Hey, I can ask a question. We just gave her a contract.
You did, and so basically,
Why
it's,
do we have to do this again with that?
you don't really have to, but it's,
Well, so
I'm just curious.
it was her suggestion because we hired her as township manager, but the treasurer position is a at-will, so she's the one that asked for it to be on the agenda.
It's fine,
Okay.
that's
As the
fine.
treasurer as the as the main treasurer position.
She does have a contract with us, right?
She does.
For
Township
township
Valid
manager.
From December or whenever.
But, yeah, so it had more to do with the treasurer position than it had to do with anything else.
Fair enough.
Just naming her as the main treasurer.
Okay.
Okay. F, oh, we did take roll call, correct? Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good?
we did.
Okay, no opposed? Okay. Perform the the 2024 DCED audit. Since we have one more year in the contract with Kim Turnley, I'll make a motion to appoint Kim Turnley Associates.
I'll second.
Suzanne seconded.
And their contract expires the end of 25.
This is the last year of their 3-year contract,
Fair
correct?
enough.
All in favor?
Aye.
Solicitor for the Planning Commission.
I make a motion for Dennis Nickel.
Carl made the motion. Any seconds?
I'll second it.
Larry second.
Question,
Okay.
do we make the selection?
township, usually the
They get
township,
paid for by us.
usually the township appoints the planning commission members. Only thing is, the zoning hearing board,
It's totally, yeah, they have to be separate from anything else in that.
okay.
Any other questions on the table? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Zoning and Code Enforcement Officer. Any motions for the zoning and code enforcement?
I would make the motion, we continue with McMillan.
Okay,
I'll second.
John made the motion, Suzanne second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Inspection Agency for building inspections. I'll make the motion to use McMillan Engineering for that as well.
Second.
I made the motion, Carl second. All in favor?
Aye.
Animal Control Officer. Any motions for that?
I'll make the motion.
For
Kim Secret,
secrete.
Secret, sorry.
Pronounce it.
I'll
It's
second.
She
spelled
does
the same, but I think she pronounced it.
She does it now, right?
She does it
Yeah.
now, yes.
I'll second.
Larry made the motion, Suzanne second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, earned income tax collection. Any motions there
I'll make the motion, Michelle.
for,
The Keystone Collections.
I'll second it.
Larry made the motion for Keystone Collections, Carl second.
Are we happy with their work?
I think Keystone collects for the whole county, if I'm
Yeah.
correct. You don't have a
It's
selection.
almost like a technicality anymore, right? So I've gotta do it. All in favor?
Aye.
Local services tax collection. I'll make a motion for Keystone Collections,
I'll second.
Suzanne second. All in favor?
Aye.
Storage Enforcement Officer. I'm gonna make a motion for storage enforcement
I'll make a motion for
for,
Washington County Sewage Council.
okay, I'll second to stay with Washington County Storage Council. for our sewage enforcement.
Second.
Oh, too late, Carl, I got you.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
That's okay. All in favor?
Aye. Do they provide any cost, like, for, like, the stuff we do with Mingo? I mean, is there, or is it just,
So normally the person getting the dye test or whatever is paying them.
yeah,
On things like we did at Mingo,
Yeah.
we got the cost factors from them before we voted on it.
I
So,
agree, I didn't know whether it was
I don't
a
know that there's a
standard.
standard,
or,
I think, yeah.
They have a scheduled fee.
They have a
don't
scheduled fee, if there is a complaint, the,
If there's a
the
complaint,
property owner pays if it
it's
fails.
unfounded.
Yeah. So, but on special things like Mingo Circle, they, you know.
It's a
wasn't a
separate,
norm.
in.
Yeah, it wasn't a
yeah.
norm thing, so.
I agree, I just curiosity.
Okay. Voting delegate to the state convention. Who do we want that to be?
So who's going to
Janice?
convention?
I believe Janice is going, Larry's going,
Is that
Suzanne's
that
going.
pizza?
Yes.
I'm gonna nominate Suzanne.
You wanna be the voting delegate?
Sure.
Okay,
That means I have to go to the meeting.
you have to go now.
No swimming.
Okay, so Larry nominated Suzanne, is there a second?
Second.
Carl second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Alternate voting delegate, I'll nominate Janice Carroll.
I'll second it.
Okay. All in favor of Janice Carroll being the alternate?
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Vacancy board chairman, nominate Deborah Sargent.
Second.
Did she get back to you?
She did. She's our current, she was our vacancy board chairman for last year. She has confirmed that she will still do it this year if we vote for her. Okay, all in favor? Aye. Designated newspaper for legal advertisements. We stand with the Observer, or we
Can I
go
ask a
somewhere else?
question? How many people in here get the Observer?
I have it online, but I don't get it.
Only one?
I think most people don't even get the newspaper anymore.
Yeah.
But what you're supposed to go is the one that has the greatest circulation. What other newspapers you
In
have?
this area.
The Valley Independent, which is about a third of the cost, if we wanna go that direction.
And they put ads online.
Who does?
The Valley
The
and the
Independent.
Observer.
So does the Observer, they put their.
No, I'm talking Facebook, social media.
Oh, they have a Facebook thing.
I'm talking
No,
about
it just
the
goes
website.
out.
Public notice.
Goes out?
Hmm.
Huh, I didn't know.
Yeah, they do theirs online.
I don't see them any more than the other one, I just, the only thing for me, possibly, I don't know the exact price of the Valley Independent, whether, but,
Is that at the same circulation the server does in our area?
I think due to the fact that up to 90% of people go online and get it, I think they both got the same as far as that goes. Whatever their circulation, it's probably 1 in 100 houses get the actual physical newspaper anymore. I don't know.
But the Observer Report is available at the Giant Eagle. The Valley Independent is not available at
That
the
is-
Giant Eagle.
That's a good point.
But it's one, I'm assuming the Observer probably have greater circulation, don't you think?
Yeah, but I'm just saying the Valley Independent, there's nowhere in this area to buy a Valley Independent.
Something to consider. I don't buy the newspaper, so I didn't know either way
I think you have to go, like, Monongahela area.
to get that one.
Yeah,
That's a
Maybe we-
consideration.
Maybe we can look next year and try to find something.
stay with the Observer.
Well, there's right now
So
proposed
Susan-
legislation to do away with advertising in
He
newspapers.
said that at a meeting with me.
Suzanne's made a motion to stick with the Observer. Does anyone
I'll
want a
second that.
second?
I'll
Okay.
second.
So, motion made by Suzanne, second by Larry, to continue to use the Observer Recorder. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Emergency Management Coordinator. I'll make a motion for Jeff Lawrence as the Emergency Management Coordinator.
I'll second it.
reorganization, Jeff is agreed for a year?
Yes,
Okay, because when I spoke with him about 2 weeks ago, he stressed he was just,
when I had put that in an email to you, that Jeff Lawrence initially, whenever you resigned the position, Jeff Lawrence said he would do it as the interim until the reorg if the board decided to continue. He said that, I questioned whether or not he'd want Union Township, if the borough would want Union Township to participate in the cost of his training. But he said that being an emergency management coordinator for EQT, they actually pay for his training, so the borough pays no expense to him, so
Good deal.
they wouldn't want us to participate because he's getting paid for by his job.
Sounds like a
So
winner.
it won't cost us anything for any training or anything like that. So, I made the motion, Larry second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Appointment of roadmasters. Does the board wish to continue as roadmasters in the case of emergency?
I think we should.
I think we should. It's the only way, yeah, we can go in any township trucks, even if it's going to
Yeah, I mean,
help residents.
none of us went this past year, but you never know what the next year brings.
Yeah.
How do you do this? Make a motion?
Should we?
Make a motion to appoint each township supervisor as a township roadmaster on an emergency basis.
Okay, so one motion including all of us.
Yeah, that's all you can do,
Okay.
that's what we do elsewhere.
So I make a motion to appoint all of us supervisors as roadmasters on an emergency situation
Correct.
basis. Any second to that? Or is there
Second.
anybody that didn't want that, by the way? Okay. So Michelle made the motion, Carl second, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, action items. Set the monthly meeting dates and times. So, we had talked at the budget workshops about moving to one meeting a month. But at the request of Miss Carol, because, of hiring and stuff that we'll be doing, she asked that maybe we do 2 meetings a month for possibly the first 2 to 3 months. Were you preferring 2 or 3? We're good either way, it's 3?
Let's do 3.
Let's do 3.
Be safe.
I think it's a good idea.
So we're gonna do, but we wanna put it all in the one ad, so when we do it, advertise the same schedule for the first quarter of the first quarter, 3 months,
So, okay,
and then go to,
but if you make every second and fourth, it's not gonna cost you much more, correct, Janice?
No, but they don't wanna have them.
what she's saying is the ad we put out is gonna say that we're gonna have a meeting on this and this,
Yeah.
from this date to this date, and then going to.
So like I did South Debane's this afternoon, so basically what you're gonna do is the first Wednesday of each month, and the fourth Wednesday of each month for the months of January, February, March, is that what you wanna do?
Mhm.
Something similar to that?
Yeah.
We can say our meetings are gonna be the 4th Wednesday of the month, every month, and these months, we're gonna have one on the first Wednesday.
That's all I just did South Debane, so
Yeah.
basically, okay, just do something like that.
Is that, so, are we sticking with the 4th Wednesday, or what are we doing? Are you,
I don't care, it's
Why
not
don't we do
me.
the
Second and
second and fourth for the first 3?
And then what?
And then do the third.
or is our professionals available for the 3rd? You figure they
Third.
do other townships too, so they might have someone
I'm saying
blocked
go-
in there.
You're saying, I thought we were saying, right now we're doing the second and the fourth,
For the first 3 months.
okay?
And then go to the third Wednesday once a month for the rest of the year.
But I don't know if that's a conflict for TJ, McMillan, or Dennis. So it might be easier for them to
Just
just
do
stick
the
with either the
fourth.
2nd or the 4th, since they already have it in their calendars,
Yes,
right?
I'm already marked up.
So, would you guys prefer the 2nd one or the 4th one?
Way it is
We'll do
fine.
Fourth Wednesday, is that good for you?
Yeah.
TJ, is it good for you?
Well, I'm just thinking if planning commission sticks with third Monday, if you did the 4th, then you'd be able to take whatever was on the planning commission and vote on it at that
Be a lot more convenient.
supervisor's meeting rather than having to wait another round on the calendar.
So does that sound good to you guys, the fourth Wednesday then?
It will be the same as this past year.
Right. You do the second and fourth for the first 3 months, then,
And then just
then,
the fourth.
then Starting in April, it'll be the fourth Wednesday only.
It's fine with me. Dates
Could
available.
always change, we just say, for the advertising.
What time?
At 6:30 still, guys?
Fine.
30 still? So, then I'll make that motion to have the second and fourth Wednesday of the month through April at 6:30.
Not through March.
March, I'm sorry, through March. And then the fourth Wednesday of the month
Starting in April.
during April through December, 6:30 as well.
Does that give you enough time? Okay.
So,
The second Wednesday of this month.
It's fine, Michelle.
There's no meeting on the 8th.
there's no meeting on the 8th,
Well,
we'll get it advertised at the time. That's why we have a regular meeting after this
So
one.
John makes new ones. He's saying we're not gonna do it this month, it'll be for the months of February and
You're
March.
having your first meeting.
Right,
Today.
but he's making a comment about,
So February through March,
Yeah.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, all in favor of 2 meetings a month, February through March?
Somebody
Going
second
down.
that?
What?
Did somebody second that?
That's what I'm asking, anyone want a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
So this, the only meeting we're having in January is tonight.
No, we have the fourth Wednesday.
Okay.
But we have the regular meeting after this one because we.
Yeah.
Okay. Set the bond amount for the manager/treasurer position. So since we just got her bond at 1.5 million, then I'm gonna make a motion to keep it like that, cause that's what it is for the next 11 months anyway. Cause I already said it before. Any second on that?
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Excuse me if I may. Thanksgiving is on the fourth Thursday in November, you might wanna include an alternate date in that ad. So
right,
we don't have to re-advertise.
that's right, when's this, and Christmas is when?
Christmas Eve is the fourth.
I know,
Thursday
so
of
what
the
I
month.
did, that's right, I also, good point, cause I did change,
So, do we possibly wanna make it we'll switch it around then, we'll make it the
so what to do is.
second Wednesday of the month versus the fourth. There's no
No.
holidays on the second Wednesday of the month.
Right.
No, I mean, if you do it the second, then you'd have to wait a whole month. You had the planning commission on the third Monday, and you're gonna wait like 3 or 4 weeks after that. So what you could do is, what I did with South Bank, which I had you there this afternoon. So make a motion that you go the second Wednesday of February and March, the fourth Wednesday from, January through October, and then the third Wednesday for the months of November and December. Is that too difficult?
No.
No.
Third Wednesday.
The third Wednesday, because Christmas, like Bernie said, Christmas and Thanksgiving.
We could always go back to Suzanne's suggestion, which is the third Wednesday of the month every month.
That's too difficult.
That'd be difficult for you, okay?
That's fine.
Okay, so am I going back to rescind my first motion?
Just modify, just make a motion. to-
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to modify it to the changes for November and December.
That's all you have to do.
Does anyone want a second my modification?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Set the bond amount for treasurer/assistant secretary. So, much like that, although it's probably an over bonding for Ms. Kim's at this point, we just did that, so, do we wanna do it so when her bond runs out, it was Janice's suggestion to wait reviews for bond when it runs out. But that's not gonna be for like 8 months.
Do it that way?
So do we make the motion now for when it goes to renew? Ms. Timms won't need as high of a bond now
Because of Janice.
because of Janice, but her bond is currently in place and has another 6 to 8 months on it.
So
Would we set the amount for the renewal tonight?
just wait till why don't you wait till the renewal time, because things do happen.
Okay, so right now her bond is the 1.5 because she was the treasurer. So I guess the motion is to just remain the same.
Just remain the same until expiration.
Okay, I make the motion to remain the 1.5 until expiration.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion to designate depositories for the township funds. So currently the township funds are in Key Bank, Fliggett, Brentwood Savings, and Washington Financial. Key Bank is your Alrima storage account. Brentwood has most of your operational accounts. Washington Financial has your equipment fund. Fliggett has a couple of accounts for savings.
It's gotta be the same one it is now.
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second
Okay, Carl made the motion. I'm sorry, Larry made the motion. Carl second. Thank you, Vice Chair.
The signatures we did this past, are they good for this 25?
Yes, unless we.
Yes.
Unless we change it.
Unless we change it.
So, okay.
Michelle and Carl need to get to Washington Financial to sign.
Yeah.
She's done it before we know.
Okay. Authorize signers on all township accounts. I have a question for you, Janet. Does Mary Ann Kim need to stay as a signer? Well, I get, right now she's a signer, right? We'd have to do all new bank cards and stuff. Okay. And she's bonded for it anyway, but I guess when we reduce her bond, we can take her off as a signer on the Brentwood account. Okay, that was my question for you. So I make a motion to authorize all supervisors, Janice, Carol, Mary Ann Kim's as signatories on the township account. John Seiler, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Set bond amount for tax collector for real estate tax.
What is it now?
30% of the, tax duplicate. That's what's required by law.
Okay. I
That's
make
like
a motion.
$550,000 for Union Township, so it'd be 30% of 550.
So a motion to continue the current tax collector bond as.
At 30% of the tax duplicate. Is that short?
That's good enough.
Any second?
Second.
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't either.
I don't think you have to.
Okay.
John second. All in favor?
Aye.
Set bond amount for the elected tax collector for the per capita streetlight tax collection. Same percentage?
Yeah, this year it's 36,000 that I'm bonded for per capita and streetlight.
Yeah. I'll make the motion to bond the elected tax collector for the per capita and streetlight tax of 36,000.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Set mileage reimbursement rate for personal vehicles. Janice said that the reimbursement rate from the IRS for 2025 is 70 cents. So I'm gonna make a motion to make the reimbursement rate of 70 cents for personal vehicles. Any second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Is that
Aye.
right? 70 cents, right?
It's correct, yeah.
That's what they said for 2025.
Seems a lot of sense.
It's what
It
they,
used to be higher than that, didn't it?
I thought so.
I just saw that, just came through Pete, that's today. Or the other day.
authorize attendance at PSAT's convention. So, I make a motion that we just authorize if any supervisor wishes to go, or, as far as staff.
There's no transfer of cash unless we decide it, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
This is just authorization.
So you're
So I
making,
think Janice said, that when do they want, it's soon, PSAT wants
Next
to
week,
know.
Tuesday,
Next
I think
week,
it's
she got
Tuesday
the
you
letter
sign
now.
up for it.
Jesus.
And it's later this year, it's in May.
It's in May.
My daughter's graduating college this year in May, so. Same time for me, yeah, same time for me. That's my baby's graduating college. So I make a motion to authorize all when we say staff, so we don't, we're gonna be hiring a secretary for Janice, but would that be, do we,
I think you ought to put administrative staff to that, maybe.
okay, administrative staff. Okay, so I make that motion.
Second.
Was that Carl or Don? or
Larry.
Larry.
Sorry. Carl, okay, I made the motion, Larry second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approve the fee schedule for the engineer.
I don't know, looks a little high to me.
I make a motion to approve the fee schedule presented by Banks and Engineering.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the fee schedule for commercial uniform construction code. Given to us by Macmillan. Anyone wanna approve the fee schedule for commercial uniform
I'll
construction
make
code?
that motion.
I'll second. All in favor? Aye. Approval of the fee schedule for, just did that one. Approve the fee schedule for residential building permits, as presented by Macmillan Engineering. Anyone wish to make a motion for that?
I'll make that motion.
I'll make the motion. Second,
I'll second.
who's on second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The resolution for the 2025 township fee schedule, I'm gonna make a motion to table, just cause Janice is reviewing all of the fees that we had for last year, so I'm gonna make a motion to table that until the next meeting. Any seconds on the tabling? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approval of paying bills weekly as needed. That was Janice's request because of the moving the meeting to once a month, and that happens. There is bills that will cycle out on a 20-day, like advent, there's a few bills that cycle on the 20th that will be paying late fees if we don't.
Makes sense. I'll make that motion.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Approval of the ACH debit payments for utility bills. This would be strictly for the utility bills, the water bills and stuff that come out.
I'll make that motion.
This is on. I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We're checking on the vacancies, so appointments to fill vacancies, we're going through, I think Christie's been going through all the different boards to check for vacancies. And 10, any remarks from board members?
No.
No? Going right along. Okay. The continuation, we have to adjourn that one, we wrote this one.
Says 7:30 PM.
We were kind of counting, one was that, how long the other?
So how, why?
No, we didn't advertise it, but
No, we
that's
didn't
what was
advertise
printed on
it for
that.
7:30.
Was this put on the
No, the
website?
website says that it's a continuation of, it has the two agendas, but
In the front,
it says immediately following.
Okay.
The website says immediately following, the newspaper just says immediately following. But we can take a break and roll back in at 7.
we'll take a break?
Okay, then we're gonna adjourn the first
For
meeting.
7 o'clock.
We're gonna adjourn the reorg right now. So I make a motion to adjourn the reorganization meeting. Any seconds on the adjournment? Barry second, the adjourning. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So what time are we coming back? At 7 o'clock or 7:30 or what?
7.
Okay.
6:49.